Hey, what's going on, everybody? We are back. It is Tuesday, May 26th. I am back from vacation now and glad to get back to it, I guess. I mean, I'm back to work on Thursday, so good to be back here rolling with you guys. Vacation was amazing. Nice little reset from everything and from the everyday hustle and bustle, as we all need sometimes. So, uh, officially back here in the Mitten State, and I got some picks for you today. MLB picks, NHL. Uh, yeah, so it was a nice vacation, like I said, and I guess I won't rub it in too much. So let's get to it. We got good weather today, uh, going across the board here. Um, liking some home runs, Dinger Tuesday, as they want to call it. Um, I've been seeing while I'm gone that it's kind of been dead. I'm sorry if I sound a little bit congested. I started kind of getting sinusy and stuffy on the halfway through vacation, so I apologize for that. But yeah, good weather across the board. Wind wise, not too bad. The only thing that caught my attention was here at Petco Park, but still really not too bad. Weather's starting to warm up now. Um, right here at Oracle Park in San Fran, it's probably the coldest temperatures at 57 degrees. But I do like Marte the best for that game. And then we'll get to these games here and starting lineups. The only pitcher not announced yet is for the Mets, but I'm seeing that David Peterson might be starting for him actually. I'll have a couple plays here in the at the end of this video. I might also post them in the comments. I'll also post Truck's Discord link here. Also, please like and subscribe to the page. It would be greatly appreciated. And comment if you got any questions as well. So, first game that we're going to take a look at today is going to be the Nats in Cleveland here. Which, not really a game I like too much. Kate Cavalli against Joey Catello. Um, the weather for this game. Take a look. Yeah, we got wind in -8% for home runs. But I don't really have any favorites from this game, to be honest. Um, yeah, Catello's been pitching pretty good for the guards. Yeah, this game just don't really pop out to be too much. So the Nats took yesterday's game 10-2, the first game of the series. Wood did have a home run. Abrams homered also, and Meade had two. I don't think, yeah. Did the Angels have? I mean, not the Angels, the Guardians. Yeah, they only had 2 runs. So, yeah, James Wood had his first homer in the past 5 games yesterday. Yeah, he has 11 home runs against righties. But Joey Catello is a lefty, but he's got 3 against lefties as well. So, you could take Wood here if you want. Just lefty-lefty matchup. All right, but not too worried about it. This next game, we'll go to Tampa Bay and Baltimore. I got Shane Baz against Griffin Jacks. So Baz is 1-5. So I do like this game. 73 degrees at game time. All right. The model reflects +8% home runs. Okay. So let's see. Caminaro, I like. Federicia, okay. Gunnar Henderson, I like for Baltimore here. Caminaro, plus 330, I like Gunnar. And then Hunter Feduccia has got good odds here. I think he's got decent numbers off of, let's see. Yeah, he's got decent numbers off of Shane Baz. Let's see, against Tampa Bay. Yeah, he's just 1 for 2 off him with 1 home run. So these are my top 3 favorites for this game. Caminaro, Henderson, Feduccia. And then like I mentioned this game right here, James Wood, if you'd like. All right, we'll get on to this next game. We got the Angels and Tigers. The Tigers finally won their first game in the double. I think that was a double header yet. They didn't play yesterday. They played on Sunday. So they won the second game of that double header. But, 21 and 33 on the season. Not doing too hot. Montero's on the mound. So Trout and Nito are a go here. And then I think Dingler's got one here against the opposing pitcher. Let's see. Let me change this. It's the Tigers. Oh, he does. But he is 1 for 4. But Dingler, I still like. I think he's doing really well so far. So let's go back to Tigers and Angels game here. So Trout, Nito, and Dingler's got good odds at plus 630. So I like that. I like these 3 here for this game. The weather. It's nice here in Michigan. They got minus 14. Wind in. Not too concerning. And then, we got nice weather here today in Michigan. 80 degrees. Just remember that Comerica Park is a pitcher's park, too. So, the center field's the longest, I think, at 420 feet. So, left field is good for righties, most definitely. So Trout would look good here, and Dingler. All right. Next game, we'll go to the Cubbies and the Pirates. All right, we got Jordan Wicks against Braxton Ashcraft. So this is going to be a bullpen game for the Cubs. So feel free to take whatever Pirates that you want here. All right, so Belo is already at the top of my list here. And where's the game at? I think it's in Pittsburgh. Yeah, wind blowing out. Good weather in Pittsburgh today. Not my favorite park to bet home runs. All right. But I do like Brandon Lowe's my top fave for the Pirates, and then Michael Busch for the Cubs. We'll go to Braves and Red Sox. So Spencer Strider against Ranger Suarez. All right. So Fenway Park, again, not one of my favorite parks, but what are they expecting here? Yeah, plus 2% home runs. Second base, third base, plus 28%. But yeah, wind blowing out at 11 miles an hour in good weather. So for this game, I take Austin Riley as my top favorite for the Braves. And then Wilson Contreras for the Red Sox. Let's go back. Matt Olson's kind of been cold. But I do like Austin Riley and Wilson Contreras for this game here. All right, what's the next game? Miami and the Blue Jays. Not my top choice for picks here. I don't think I really have any favorites, to be honest. Is this another bullpen game? Let's take a look. All right, I don't think it's going to be. Okay. I thought that was going to be another bullpen game there. But yeah, Toronto's indoors. It's a dome. Model percentage is plus 18%, but both teams, I mean, haven't really been doing too hot. The Marlins and the Blue Jays, so I'm not gonna bet this game. I don't think. I mean, if you gotta take someone, go ahead and take Hicks. If he bats lead off against Spencer Miles, lefty against righty. Let's see what Hicks is priced at. Okay, he placed at plus 820. So, not too bad. Yeah, that's all who I would take for this game. We got the Reds and Mets. So obviously it's showing David Peterson here as the projected starter, but ESPN isn't showing anyone. But if he does start, let's see. Let me see. I want to look at something. Let's take a look at 7. Take a look at this. So, Nathaniel Lowe is 1 for 8 against Peterson with 1 dinger. Steer, 2 for 8. And then Ellie is 2 for 6 off of him. So, how's Steer been doing? So, no home runs past 5 games. What about Nathaniel Lowe? So, he's got 2 homers. All right. And he hits righties. Yeah, he hits righties better. He don't have any home runs against lefties. So, yeah, just be cautious here. All right. Yeah. But if you do take anyone, like I said, Ellie's a good choice. Then for the Mets, Soto is my favorite. And then as far as the weather goes, I think it's pretty good weather in New York. Yeah, wind blowing out here. (9 miles an hour). And then as far as temperature, Yeah, nothing to worry about. Exit out of there. All right, on to the next game. And if there's anything else that you'd like to see in my videos, or you'd like me to go over, I mean, feel free to comment on that as well. I'm just here to give you guys options, show you weather based, give you kind of my insight. So we got on this next game. We got Twins and White Sox. So we got Ryan against Burke. Let's take a look. So I wouldn't mind playing for this game. Murakami Vargas, 2-man for the White Sox. And then for the Twins, Buxton's my favorite. And then I don't think I like anyone else from the Twins other than Buxton for this game. But yeah, Vargas and Murakami are my top 2 favorites for the White Sox. Where's that game here on FanDuel? Right here. All right, let's see what the odds are. So Murakami plus 250. Buxton at plus 260. Vargas. But yeah, I wouldn't mind playing this 2-man here. Plus 1,206 odds. I wouldn't mind that. The day I did leave for vacation, did hit the Montgomery Murakami 2-man. So that was nice. But the White Sox have been good to bet homers on so far this season. And then as far as the weather goes there, in Chicago, 79 degrees. And then plus 1% for the model. All right, on to the next game. Got the Yankees and Royals. All right. So let's take a look here. We got Falter against Schlittler for the Yankees. All right, game is in Kansas City today. Let's see what they think here. Yeah, plus 17 for home runs. Wind kind of blowing in, but nothing to worry about. And then good temps today. All right, so Dingers should finally get going now that it is almost June. So like I said, I mean, before I left for vacation, once Memorial Day hits, the weather should start turning around to being warmer. So we should start seeing Dingers start flying now. And I like today, so I'll give you a couple 3-leggers I like as well. But let's get to this game. So Judge, I like Grissom if he plays today, but it shows that he might not be in the projected lineup. I think he was undergoing something actually. Let's take a look for the Yankees. Who am I looking for? Trent Grissom. Yeah, that's too bad. I mean, he is 5 for 5, and if he does play and he's in the leadoff spot, I mean, although it's against lefty, I do like him. Thought maybe he had an illness. Okay, yeah, so it wasn't illness. It was avoiding structural knee damage here. So this is why I always say just wait for lineups. But let's take a look at his splits. Yeah, I mean, he can hit lefties. I mean, it's nothing to worry about here. So Grissom. Come on, load up. Let's see. Well, that's loading. And then Aaron Judge for the Yankees. And then for the Royals, you could take Salvador Perez, but Schlittler's been pretty good so far in the season. But wait a minute here. They got Avila for Kansas City. And then they got Falter on here for ESPN. So, yeah. I just wait on this. But if Grissom does play and Falter does start, take Grissom, Judge, and then I like Salvador Perez. They could be doing more evaluations on Grissom. Let's see if they got any news on him. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, I just wait for lineups. The next game we'll target is Cardinals and Brewers. So Jordan Walker, I like. And then I don't like any Brewers for this game. I would only take, I'll keep this short and sweet for this game. I would only take Jordan Walker here. I think I'm going too far for the Cardinals. What's his odds priced at? Plus 320. All right. Next game. Again, that's an indoor stadium here in Milwaukee. We got Astros and Rangers. All right, decent game to target. So Jordan Alvarez for the Astros. Let's see if I can find the game. I like Alvarez plus 310. And then Jake Berger for the Rangers. And that's all I would take here for this game. All right. Next game. We got Mariners and Athletics. So I definitely like Kurtz today. And leadoff spot against Hancock. All right, he just hasn't had any homers in the past 5 games, but I do like him here. Let's take a look. Going too slow here. All right, here we go. All right, so Nick Kurtz. Yeah, he's priced at plus 270. Shea, I like. And then Carlo Cortez. I think he's got one off of Hancock. Let me see. Yeah, they both of these pitchers have given up 8 home runs so far in the season. Yeah, he's 2 for 2, so you could take Cortez as a long shot here. Cortez 1 for 4. Shea is 2 for 7 with the dinger. Rooker and Soderstrom. Both these guys right here haven't had a homer as well in the past 5 games. As far as the Mariners go, I mean, you could take Julio if you want, but I like more Athletics this game than Mariners. Crawford, especially in leadoff, lefty against righty. All right, so Crawford and Julio is probably my top 2 for this game for Mariners. What's up, man? Back in the mitten. Yeah, so we're all starting to chat up this morning in the Discord. And like I said, I'll put the Discord link in here. Truck's kind of been You know, yeah, I think he actually got a winner last night. Let me check here. He's kind of been running the show since I've been gone, so I'm sure he's glad to have his side man back here. I think he did get a win last night. I think it was a two-man. Yeah, so James Wood, Luis Garcia Jr. That was a nice little hit. Yeah, so it's just me. Truck posts his picks as well. I try to do the videos to help you guys out, and anybody else who watches these videos, just by kind of word of mouth. Let's see, we got 4 more games to cover here. Try not to make these videos too long. So we got Philly against San Diego. Schwarber, I like here. Lefty against righty, but you could run the chalk today. Otani, Judge, Schwarber, which I might. Let me take off some of these peeps. We'll get to this next game. Yeah, so I like Schwarber today. And the weather, like I mentioned, I mean, Petco Park's not my favorite, but I mean Schwarber is Schwarber, so I mean he can hit anything. How's the weather down there? 64 degrees. And then the model percentage is -9. But he's still priced at plus 270. And then Alec Boehm is a good option if he plays today at plus 920. I do think he's got a dinger against the opposing pitcher. Let's take a look. And against Vasquez. Batter versus pitcher. Yeah, he's 2 for 3 off him. So Bohm's a good long shot today if you want to take him at those odds. And then, yeah, Schwarber's 1 for 2. Yeah, so you could just single Bohm. And still, I mean, that'll get you $98 plus your $10 back, 108. So I might throw down a single on him. And then I'm not too big on Padres today. But these are two of my favorites for this game. Next game, Diamondbacks and San Francisco. So Marte has good numbers off of Tyler Mahle. Marte's a switch hitter. I think he's got three off him. Let me take a look. Diamondbacks. Yeah, and he's given up, 10 home runs so far in the season. But Oracle Park is not my favorite park to bet home runs. So, it's a little chilly there, but the wind is blowing out. Look, it's good at Dodger Stadium. This Dodger-Rockies game is my favorite game to target today. We'll go over that here in a few minutes. But, 57 degrees. But, let's take a look. Oh, he's 8 for 12. So he's got, he would be good for even taking a double here. To hit a double. Let's take a look. I wonder what his odds to hit a double are. To hit a double, Marte plus 330. But for this game, home run wise, Marte at plus 490, and his odds are probably plus 490 because it is Oracle Park. And then who else do I like for this game? That's all who I would take for the Diamondbacks. And then I like Casey Schmidt. And then Harrison Bader for the Giants. Who's pitching for the Diamondbacks? Eduardo Rodriguez. Yeah. Next game, and we'll go over NHL real quick also after I'm done going through some MLB. Last game on the slate, like I said, my favorite game to target. Freeland, both these guys. Let's see how many home runs each has given up on the season. 11-9. So I might even do a total base and RBI parlay for this game. But I don't like too many Rockies. I want to see the starting lineup first for this game before I do that. But I like more Dodgers here than Rockies. Let's wipe these guys. And then we'll go to this game down here. But as far as Dodgers, my favorites are going to be Ohtani, plus 260. Paez. And then I like T.O. You could stack Dodgers if you wanted, to be honest. All right. Plus 69.19. All right, we're going to cover, like I said, you could do the Ohtani. Let me see if I can find him. Schwarber. And then Judge parlay. All right. Could do that. But my favorite is, let's take off Schwarber here and then sub him out with Yordan Alvarez. I like him against Letier more. All right. And then my other favorite three-legger. Let's go here. Where's the Mets game at? So like Soto. Jake Berger. If I can find the Rangers. Let's see, Jake Berger. And then Shea Langeliers. All right, so I like this as well. But comment if you would like to know, what other plays that I like. But always remember to take your singles as well. That's where you build your profit. Parlays are just for fun. So those are always long shots to hit. Let's cover a little NHL real quick. So Vegas is up on the series 3-0, and they are at home tonight. And McKinnon is still going further evaluations. Yeah, so they don't even have him listed here. But, Doro. I think Vegas just sweeps the Avs tonight. I think that's what happens, to be honest. But Barbashev, Howden, plus 320. I know Rowe keeps mentioning that he keeps being priced, at those odds. Yeah, Brett Howden. Yeah, he was plus 300 the other day. He's plus 320 right now. And I like doing first goal scorers as well, and then for the ads, I only like Landeskog. But yeah, I feel like Knights take this series. I really thought the Avs would make it to the Cup final, but man, they got a big hill to climb to win 4 games straight. And then first goal scorers are always fun. Doro is probably my favorite, who I would take for that. But yeah, like and subscribe to the channel. All right, and then yeah, we're in the Discord chatting up here. So I'll post this on my page in there. And then, yeah, we'll chat with y'all.